Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, joined by Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler up at Harvard University, and producer Zach Bloomquist, the best executive producer in the game, is with us here. It has to make you feel good, Zach. Every time we introduce you, we clap.
You're right. And nobody sees me. That's why you clap.
Yeah.
That's why you make it better is you just clap.
I feel like it's kind of like a backhanded compliment that we clap.
Because
Because that means like he showed up and he's here.
he's here, he's awake.
I don't think I've really missed any show. I was getting roasted all
You've
summer
been good. No,
long.
recently you've been good.
Recently, I don't think I've missed a show.
Zach, yeah, I mean, I think Zach's
since
been pretty.
since August maybe. Since
Since the start of the season.
yeah. No, you've been good.
Zach's been wearing the same sweatshirt that says it's for Other World Jiu-Jitsu, but it just says OW. It's OW. So it's like, can you imagine walking in? I'm just imagining you doing jiu-jitsu with this OW.
I wonder-
It goes with the theme.
I wonder if our fans like my fit today.
Yeah, I didn't mention it yet, but Jack is covered up in black and yellow.
I've had a couple people reach out. As a matter of fact, I've made a decision. I will be in Pittsburgh this weekend at the game. I will be going to the game. I'll be there. So
you won't be on the Paul Farrington show.
I won't be in the PFS because I'll be at the game. But
Maybe we'll do a Monday react with Jack.
But any Packers fans who are going to the game, if you want to place a little, side wager, if you want to do a little meet and greet, I will be there. Hit me up on my Instagram DMs, and maybe I'll meet some of the fellas.
Jack, you don't want to take side wagers on this game, Jack. I don't want to see you get wiped out.
We're gonna kill the Packers.
Jack's gonna be found in an alley in Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tomlin, like after we lose Thursday night games, and you got to fact check me. After we lose Thursday night, we get those extra days rest. We're like 7-1 the next week under Mike Tomlin.
I have no idea if that's a real stat or not. Like I know you said fact check, but I have no idea if that's even. Did you see that somewhere?
Yeah,
or are you just making it up?
No. I saw it. It's like I
would
don't know.
believe it. I mean, you guys generally win. These are two blue sky franchises going at it on Sunday Night Football, and we were talking with Andy Herman about this, and Andy was like, "Yeah, sometimes in Pittsburgh,
I got to come on with Andy Harmon."
Yeah,
I should have been on this week with Andy Harmon.
Yeah, well, Andy's going like sometimes in Pittsburgh, you could see some weird things happen. Like, well, Andy, yeah, that's what they do.
Has Andy been in Pittsburgh?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Has he seen a game there?
I have no idea. Invite him out.
Maybe I will.
Invite him out. So that is obviously the big game of the week. We're going to have game picks. We'll have Jack's Cap of the Week, Zigger Zag. We're going to do power rankings. Real quick, I just wanted to shout out the Eliminator Challenge. We still have 10 people in that. I can't believe that 10 people are still alive in this crazy NFL season with upsets every week. We have 10 people still left in the Eliminator Challenge battling for a jersey. So we'll see this week.
Who's leading the pick'ems?
The pick'ems now is Biggie Dilly Styles, who... That's not you, Ziggy, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I heard Biggie. I thought there was a chance it might be Ziggy.
Yeah, or Big Dilly Style at 77-30 is just ahead of Family of Ferrets and Rickster 63. They're leading the Paul. These are very fitting names to be leading the Paul Farrington Show pick'em pool 7 weeks into the season.
I bet you one of them is Ziggy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
None of them are me. I'm having a terrible year in the pick'ems.
Yeah, our three leaders, Big Dilly Style, Family of Ferrets, and Rickster 63. I gotta find a way to get to the top of that. Just win that and make sure we don't have to give out the gift package. All right. If you're enjoying the content so far, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 25,000. We're about 500 away. So please help out the show. We had some recent shows come out that have been doing really well. So it's exciting seeing the energy pick up a little bit right now. Right, it's a little bit of a dull stretch there from weeks like 3 through 6, but I feel like November people start paying a little bit more attention. Right, the playoffs feel like they're closer, or they are closer. And
I mean, every game matters, but like this is when you can actually tell that they matter.
I mean, yeah, we're like halfway through now, right?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, we're just about halfway.
We're
through
hitting the
season.
halfway point.
It's going real fast. I feel like
season will be over after this weekend.
I feel like it's the Ferris Bueller quote, right? Like you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you'll miss it. I'm like, geez, this is October. What is it, October 22nd already? It's like
Halloween's next week.
What the hell? It goes. Are you dressing up as anything?
Oh yeah.
Really? What are you dressing?
I'm actually going out tomorrow. And it's a Halloween party.
What are you dressing up as? I actually don't know this. This isn't planned.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Well, no, tell the listeners. What can we not post this? Like, what are you going out?
Appropriate to put on air?
I don't know. It's iffy. I'm kidding. I'm going as a.
You're not rerunning the cop.
So one costume I have is a referee, which I've been.
You've been there for like 5 years in a row.
One customer I have is the police officer. I might run that back.
Oh God!
I always go as a referee for Halloween.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's safe. It's easy.
That's boring.
A peer-reviewed journal referee.
But the question is, I have my cop outfit from last year, and I still have my handcuffs, and the event I'm going to tomorrow in the city is run through a dating app called Cuffed. So should I bring that? Like, I think it's funny. Should I bring the handcuffs?
Are you going? Zach just put his head in his hands.
Like, it could work. I could bring the handcuffs.
Are you going? You're going as the police officer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm going to go as the cop tomorrow to the party.
You're cuffed? I don't know. Do you think?
And I'm going to bring the handcuffs. Be like, how would you like to get cuffed?
Oh, I don't know if that'll work. I mean, it could be funny as an accessory.
We'll see. I don't know.
I'll just do it. Swing big. Swing big.
I'll probably go back and forth with the cop and the ref. Maybe
Jack won't be at the Pittsburgh game this weekend. He's going to be in New York City jail. So after his Halloween event,
you're under arrest. You broke the law.
Yeah, and Ziggy will be coming up to Boston in what, like a week and a half here to hang out.
Yeah.
BC Notre Dame.
Paul Farrington show hits Boston.
Apparently Ziggy's apartment's throwing a party. Is that so? Who knows what's happening here? It could be chaos coming up.
Is it too late for us to pick up an alcohol sponsor to service that party?
No, yeah. Do his two brothers want to get back in here? We could use some funding for the party.
Maybe we can get an IC Light sponsor this week after I come back from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into the joint power rankings. So
let's actually talk football.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit of football here after a little introduction with some Halloween stuff. So last week, the power rankings, I'll read them out real quick. It was from 1 to 10. Packers were 1, Lions 2, Rams 3, Colts 4, Steelers 5, which unfortunately that backfired on me. The Seahawks were 6. Chiefs 7, Patriots 8, Bucks 9, Bills 10. So a little bit of a better week for our power rankings, I'd say.
We'll be back.
A pretty good week, I think.
A pretty good week, yeah. It's last week I think was the most difficult power rankings week that we've ever had, actually. And now here we are, maybe a little bit more clarity. Still kind of a murky landscape across the NFL this year. But we're starting off with Ziggy, which is always a little dangerous because you don't know if he's going to put the clear-cut number 1 at 10 or if he's going to have the Bengals or someone slide in now that Flacco's on fire. So Ziggy, why don't you let us know who's coming in at number 10?
So I can put whoever I want at number 10.
Yeah, you can.
Veto it.
Oh, no, that's the rule.
So
no. Paul will try.
I received a. I'll be honest. I received a financial transaction from Paul Farrington show superfan Weston Dow, and it was a noticeable amount of money. And he said, you've got to you know what to do. So I text him, like, what do you mean? He says, you know what? He's a Bears fan. He said, you know what I want? You got to put the orange and blue here. And I'm pretty sympathetic to that.
To money?
I'm putting a team right here at number 10. You've got an ascending second-year quarterback with a great offensive-minded head coach. A defense that has had its ups and downs, but is coming off a lockdown performance when they needed it most. Things are going right for them. They've got the longest win streak in the NFL. Number 10, I'm putting the Denver Broncos. Go orange and blue.
I just wrote down Bears.
I was going to say, you just admitted you can be bought. if you slip the Bears.
I had them ready.
I know that the Giants game wasn't great, but everybody around them looks bad. The Broncos keep winning games. Bo Nix can explode. I don't think the Broncos at 10 is crazy here.
That was actually really funny.
I wrote it down.
Longest winning streak in the league, blue and orange, ascending second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he did a great job right there. I was totally fooled.
Give me the Broncos.
I think, Denver. I didn't have Denver in my top 10, Ziggy. Just the past 3 weeks, these fourth quarter comebacks, the 2 of the past 3 weeks against Philly and the Giants have been unbelievable. But they still find themselves trailing by a lot. It feels a little bit. Remember that Vikings team a few years ago that's having these wild wins and ultimately lost to the Giants in the first round. There's a bit of fraudulency to Denver, But
Yeah,
still,
well, the
they've been
difference-
unbelievable.
And the difference this year, I think, is the teams ahead of them aren't winning by a lot. The teams ahead of them are losing.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's if there's
Like
a year
a
for
fourth
someone
quarter comeback against the Eagles is better than the Eagles like losing to the Giants. A fourth quarter comeback against the Giants is better than losing to the Giants.
And one thing about this year is for all these teams that everyone's kind of iffy on, if there was ever a season where you can have like, be a questionable team as far as do people actually believe in you or not, this is a great year to do it because everyone's losing. So if you find your way in, anything will be possible. I have no problem with Denver at 10.
I like it. Yeah, I had them on the outside looking in, or like 11 or 12. But
all right, I'm gonna put.
I'm a fan
at number 9 here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put the Patriots at number 9. I had them at 10 last week. Gonna move them up a slot. They just absolutely they've been on fire lately. Crush the Saints, crush the Titans, and Drake May, MVP candidate. Drake May is playing great football right now. I love what Mike Vrabel has done there. Starting to really feel it with New England, and I think they're going to keep going up as they win more and more games here against crappy teams. So maybe we'll need to see when they have real tests how they perform. But just they won in Buffalo too. I like New England. I got them at 9.
I mean, they're grossly overrated, but they are.
They're winning.
Like they are taking care of teams that you want to see Drake May and company take care of. Like week 1 against the Raiders and they lost. It's like, oh shoot, this could be horrible. But now you're playing the Titans and the Saints, and like you're looking like the much better team, like how Patriots fans expected and hoped that you would look.
Patriots fans have to be looking too at that Raiders loss right now. Like, what the hell?
They'd be 6-1.
But I mean, you can't do that because
I mean, you're probably looking at the 5 turnover Steelers loss too.
Yeah, it's like there's a real world where the Patriots.
Well, we're just amazing. It's just you can't.
That's what you guys do.
We're just unbelievable.
At this point, like if you're New England looking forward, you've got the easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. You've got a win over Buffalo in Buffalo. Their goal right now should be to win the division. And honestly, it's not out of the question.
No, that's not. I don't think it's out of the question at all.
If they didn't turn it over 5 times against the Steelers and lose at home to the Raiders, this team is 7-0.
This team is 7-0, which is, and yeah, you have to look too. Like Stephon Diggs has been playing really well. Ramondre Ziggy had a good game last week. Your boy bouncing back.
When he's not fumbling, he's great.
May's scrambling well. It's like they're doing everything right, and that's all you can ask for. Year 2, like he's definitely been the best year 2 quarterback that we've seen so far this year. All right, Jack, number 8.
So number 8, I'm gonna put in the Bills. The team I had at 10 last week, and this is purely because I don't want the Bills to be any higher on this list because they don't deserve to be.
Where's Ziggy? You'll put it at like 4.
Yeah, so that's why I'm putting them at 8, simply because of that. I don't think they're very good at the moment. But
did you have them higher, Ziggy?
I have them at 6. At this point, it feels like there's a clear top tier separating with the Chiefs, Lions, Rams, and Packers in, and potentially the Colts. I have the Bills at the front of tier 2 of Josh Allen, but it's pretty clear as you look at how the season is going on. This is not the Buffalo Bills of last year. Now, I still think they can turn it around, and I think that gap is less big, but I have no problem knocking them down a few spots here.
Do you think that they can become the Buffalo Bills of last year just with Josh Allen going back to MVP form, or are there more problems?
I mean, that would help, but also the defense has got to play better. And it's been a whole lot of years of the defense not being good enough. And now the defense is even worse. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not going to cut it.
I think what the Bills have proven is Josh Allen, as good as he is, cannot quite do it by himself. There's nobody beside. He's like this entire team. He has no help, and he can't do it by himself.
The receivers are a real problem there too.
Yeah,
you're watching him throw the ball. It's like no one can get open. And James Cook, I like James Cook. He's a good running back.
Good, but the receivers are a bunch of nobodies. The defense is terrible. It's this Bills team cannot win the Super Bowl.
It is incredible, like how poorly this team is built around Josh Allen. They've known for what 4 years now. They have a Super Bowl window around this guy.
Outside of him, they are horrible.
Yeah,
and because of him, they're a top 10 team.
That's a testament to how good Josh Allen is.
Because of him, they're here at number 8. But not higher than that.
All right, I'm with you there. All right, Bills at 8, Ziggy.
All right, we're here at number 7. Who do I want to slot in here? I'm going to put in the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks absolutely have a case for
They were
being
number 2.
Jack's
they
gotta
have
be
a case
furious.
for being higher. But it's funny. I feel like this is the week where everybody's starting to get really, really high on Seattle. This was probably Sam Darnold's worst game of the season. Now, I know that's against the Houston Texans defense that's very, very good. But it feels to me like as long as you pair Jackson Smith and Jigba and Sam Darnold, you're going to have a team that's very good. I just want to see a little bit more from them over the course of the season. They continue to show it. And you'll note in my rankings, putting them in at 7, they keep climbing. They can do even more. But I've been happy with how they played. It doesn't feel like they have that same kind of star power. Some of the teams, if you're going to put them like 2 or 1 or 3, some of those other teams have. But they're very strong. And if they keep playing good football, it's a good year to be a team like Seattle.
Oh, I love Seattle.
I think Seattle's awesome.
I love Seattle.
I have them at number 2 behind Detroit.
I was saying the other day, that, to me, if Sam Darnold doesn't make a catastrophic mistake in a game, they're just really tough to beat.
I mean, JSN is the best weapon in the NFL.
Kenneth Walker, when he plays, is unbelievable.
Yeah,
the O-line obviously has some question marks, and that's the whole thing, right? But
the O-line's played well this year.
They've been good enough.
Expected.
But every now and then, if you send the house on Sam and he doesn't get it out fast enough, he's thrown it off. I've seen him throw it off helmets multiple times this year. Bats up in the air. He took the sack in the end zone, fumbled the ball, touchdown Houston. Like, those are the kind of things that Darnold is prone to doing, and he's not doing it all the time. That's why he's having such a great season. But just takes in a playoff game, if you have a fumble in the end zone, like that can end your year.
This is the first time in a while. I remember Seattle with the Legion of Boom team and Prime Russ. When they would play at home at night in a primetime game, you knew Seattle was going to win the game. They get off to a fast start, they wouldn't look back. This is now like the first time I'm feeling since then where I get that feel. Like Seattle, especially in Seattle, is nearly impossible to beat. They were up 14-0 to start the game. It's like this Seattle kind of old what we're seeing with Sam Darnold and JSN and company.
Yeah, the defense is great. The defense is really, really good.
Yeah,
how impressive was it during the Monday night game when Houston needed 1 yard like 4 or 5 different times? Every time they ran up the middle, just stuffed over and over and over again. CJ Stroud looked like he was going to cry. Which, I mean, maybe there were multiple reasons. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on off the field. But CJ looked just destroyed.
It's the Legion of Boom. Part 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Broncos, Patriots, Bills, Seahawks. That's 10 through 7 right now. I think you put me in a little bit of a difficult spot here, Ziggy, because now I have to... Like, I do agree that there's a top 5 that I'm not moving, but I forgot a team, actually, when I was ranking.
I'm trying to go through my head here.
So... I'm torn.
The Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar, I had them a little bit lower, but I do think that with Lamar, they
stink.
So I'm going to put the Eagles here. I'm going to put the Philadelphia Eagles, which to me would knock out Tampa Bay from our top 10, which I know people might be upset about, but Philly,
I'm not upset.
Philly went into Tampa, won that game. Mike Evans is hurt. We don't know what's going on with Godwin. Ibuka's still recovering from the hamstring. I like Tampa Bay. I think they're a really tough team, and they're going to have a lot of wins this year. But Philadelphia, if you put them on a field again, I'm picking them to win that game. Saquon, if he gets going, then maybe we could start talking about Philly as one of those top-tier contenders again. But until he does, it's a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts to perform at a high level. He's lucky he has Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown on the outside, because those dudes I saw firsthand this weekend are just unbelievable. But the defense isn't as good. Saquon's not as good. It is a testament to how loaded this roster is that they're still in the top 10.
But yeah, this performance offensively this weekend is kind of what Eagles fans...
In the second half.
Yeah. But it's kind of what they've wanted from Jalen Hurts. You got A.J. Brown involved. He had 2 touchdowns.
Throwing the ball.
Like Devontae Smith was awesome. And if this team had lost 3 games in a row, the alarms would have sounded. So a very good bounce back type spot for Jalen Hurts and them. I have them at 7. So
I forget how good Devontae Smith is.
Devontae Smith is awesome.
Like Devontae Smith.
He's on my fantasy team.
Does anyone mind if I drop an F-bomb right here? Does anyone care?
You get one a shot.
I've heard it all before.
Devontae Smith fucks me every single time. And it's brutal in college, right?
Oh, I'm jealous of him,
dude. In college, when we played them in the playoff, he had it felt like he had 200 yards against ND. I know he scored a long touchdown. The Vikings have played the Eagles other times, like fantasy wise. I played him this week. Whenever I play against Devontae Smith, dude just rails me. And what makes it even more upsetting is I actually met him over a Zoom call one time, and he is just the nicest guy in the world. He's like super calm, super patient with the interview we had. Just really nice, smiling, laughing, engaging. I've been on calls with other sports people, and they just kind of they dismiss it. And I get it, right? You're busy. He was great, and then they step on the field and he just obliterates me. And so he's great. He's unbelievable.
It's kind of like me with Jamar Chase. I put against Chase.
Yeah, but you actively come out and say like how much he sucks. And then, then he's amazing.
I'm turning the tape.
You think Jamar Chase is good now?
After this week, I'm wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I played against him in fantasy. He had 35 points. He caught 16 balls. I was wrong.
That was one of the most. We didn't have a reaction after that, but that was one of the best individual receiver games that I've maybe ever saw.
We couldn't stop him.
He's been so good. Okay, so Eagles at 6. Jack, start off our top 5 here.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Moving them up a little bit. Had them at 7 last week.
Oh, that's horrendous.
Big win, 31-0.
That is horrendous.
They're getting back there. They've looked pretty good the last couple of weeks. They're getting they're crawling back up my ranking.
So bad.
But there's 4 teams better, so I'm going with Kansas City.
This is the clear-cut number 1 team.
No, it's not.
In football right
There's
now.
3 teams better. There's 4 teams better.
I actually think that I was just looking at NFL.com power rankings. I'm not gonna shout out any names of who's making these, but well, I mean, I guess you could find out pretty quick. But whoever it was had the Lions at number 1 and Indianapolis at 2, and I was like, you know what, dude, malpractice right here. If you don't have Kansas City at number 1 in your power rankings, they're wrong.
Do you see what the Rams did?
I'm all for people.
You are Chris Collinsworth of this podcast.
I'm not. I'm really
Chris
not.
Collinsworth of this podcast.
No, I'm really
it's
not.
Insane for
How am I
not
wrong?
one.
I'm not wrong.
They're not one.
They're not one.
Do you see what the Rams did to the Jaguars this week? The Jaguars beat this team.
Well, that was in London. In Duval, it's the jungle there.
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs. I mean, this team is pump the brakes.
Who did you have in your?
They've been good. The Chiefs have been good.
What they did to Detroit with their safeties playing, and then what they did, and then 31-0. Rasheed Rice is back now. I mean, they're number 1.
We could beat the Raiders 31-0. That's nothing.
Listen, I had the Chiefs out of my top 10 a few weeks ago.
Didn't the Colts beat the Raiders 46-3 or something like that?
The Colts are really good.
Yeah, the Colts are better than the
Colts
Chiefs.
are great.
Yeah,
we'll get there. Well, they're going to play, and we'll see. Well, I'll be rooting for the Colts too. I don't love the Chiefs.
They're not very good.
Yeah, but there's a reason why KC is favored by 5.5 going to Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because they have the name, the Chiefs. They'll lose.
Okay, so Chiefs at 5. Who do you have? Ziggy, it was an infuriating conversation on Sunday during I was arguing Daniel Jones versus Patrick Mahomes, and I like DJ.
This year, Jones is better than Mahomes. Like, that's just not.
Okay, who do you have at 4?
That's just a fact.
Look, we're talking a lot about the Colts at number 4 here. That's exactly where I'm going to slot them in. If this were the Paul Farrington Show record rankings, they'd be coming in at number 1. And the Colts have certainly looked good. I've got worries about the health of their secondary long term. I have worries about how Daniel Jones is going to be able to perform long term. But at the end of the day, they've continued to play very good football. Now, I don't think their record is quite as good as it looks, right? If you look at the teams they've beaten, like they've gotten to stack up wins against the Dolphins, Titans, Raiders, and Cardinals. And even like the Chargers win, I think is not as impressive as people are making it sound. But the Colts are playing very good football. They're the only team in the NFL that doesn't have a bad loss at some point or another, besides maybe Detroit. And I think that if they keep this up, they're going to keep moving up. Jonathan Taylor probably should be in the MVP conversation. He's been unreal.
Oh, so you're in on Jonathan Taylor now?
Oh no, Jonathan Taylor is not going to win MVP.
No, but you're in on him.
He's had the best year of his career.
Yeah, well, a couple weeks ago, and when we were praising Jonathan Taylor, you were like, "Well, he's not. Let's not talk about him in the same breath as Saquon and Jahmyr Gibbs." Are you?
I mean, I don't think he's as good as Jahmyr Gibbs. I think that he's having a very, very good year, and the Colts need it, and that's great. Good for him.
Fair enough.
The Chiefs won't stop him, but that's for that week. We'll talk about that.
I love the Colts. They're bruisers up front. Jonathan Taylor is a monster. Tyler Warren has been unbelievable, which we We all expected that coming out. We watched the USC Penn State game.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's great.
But we say, like, this is where and I'm guilty of this too, because it's
nice that you can look inward.
When I'm arguing my cases, I bring this up as well, but this whole concept of like record rankings versus power rankings, I do believe that having a good record fits into.
Oh, it definitely does.
Like, I think,
certainly correlated.
Like, yes, like I think
no one's
having
talking about the Jets being a top 10 team.
No, but like I believe the Colts being 6-1, being 2 games ahead of the Chiefs, they should be higher in the power rankings.
I think the Chiefs and Colts are close enough that that's where you can.
Like, record means something because you're winning games. The Colts are
it means
6.
something.
The Colts are 6-1.
What I think would be bad, and I could see Ziggy doing this, like
the Pats are
not to call out Ziggy or anything. Can't you see Ziggy putting the Ravens above the Colts this week with Lamar back?
Yes, and that would be ridiculous.
No, I wouldn't do.
No. But I think that's
Colts are
that's
4,
where
the Ravens are 8 in my power ranking.
Sure. But that's where you could have a problem. I don't think Colts versus Chiefs is problematic.
Like, also, right, the Pats being 5-2, they should be on there. Like, if the Steelers had beaten Cincinnati, I don't care about, like, 5-2 should be on there. Like, a record means
something.
A lot.
I don't know. What do you think about the Panthers, Jack? That's a team that's 4-3 right now.
Well, I'm not saying the record's everything, but I'm saying, like, you can't just.
You're saying it needs to mean something.
You can't dismiss the record.
No,
like,
I don't
just
say.
If it's Panthers or Kansas City, who have you got?
I'd take Kansas City, but I'm taking the 6-1 Colts over Kansas City.
Yeah, I think it means a little something different to everyone. But what Jack's saying is it needs to mean something, right, to everybody.
Right, like you can't. Like Ziggy has Baltimore 8. I'm sure he's got a team at 9 who's 3 games ahead of Baltimore. Like I think record means more than people give it credit for.
Who do you have beneath? Who are your 2 teams below Baltimore, Ziggy?
My 2 teams below Baltimore. I've got the Seahawks and the Broncos.
Yeah, that's like Seattle being below Baltimore is crazy to me. Like that's crazy. Like Seattle's what? They 5-2.
If the Ravens, assuming Lamar is healthy, if the Ravens and the Seahawks put in a neutral field, the Ravens will be.
But I don't care. I'm saying a team who's 4 games ahead of the other should be higher in the power rankings.
And hey, you're entitled to that. I think that's how it's a fair argument, Jack. It's a fair one. Who do you have at 3, Ziggy?
At number 3, I mean, didn't I just?
Oh wait, you had the Colts at 4. I'm sorry, it's me at 3. Yeah, my bad. I'm actually upset that I'm going to put the Packers here. I'm upset that they're in front of the Colts and the Chiefs this week. Your Packers fans are going to point to, the Colts also had their problems with the Cardinals. I get it, yeah. I just don't think the Packers have played good football since early September. Now. I think they're capable of it? Absolutely. And maybe that's part of the reason that they're this high up. And they're still winning games, right? The past 2 weeks, they have won. That's true.
Yeah, they have the best record in the NFL.
They have the best record in the NFC.
They're going to get violated this week.
I wouldn't put them above Indianapolis or Kansas City. I actually didn't even, I wasn't even certain I would put them ahead of Seattle. And it's straight up, I'm not sure that they're better than those teams, right? This isn't forward looking. This is how they stand currently. But I'll put them at 3 here. So
I'm sure they're not 1. The way
they shouldn't be 1. They should not be.
With the way these power rankings are going, yeah,
they have not played like the number 1 team. Yeah, they played like
I'm at 1 in my rank.
Oh, they're.
Oh no, I know, but like I could see a world where it had happened. And Green Bay again, top 6, top 7 team.
They're a tier 1 team.
I'm not sold on Green Bay's tier 1 team right now.
I don't think Green Bay
after this week.
I don't think Green Bay's a top 10 team in the league.
Top 10?
No. I think they go in and get mauled this week, and people will see that. You'll see.
All right.
Well, we'll get to that when we get to our Steelers-Packers preview.
The Lions are the number 1 team, so I'm trying to think who's number 2.
Jack, it's so obvious who's number 2.
The Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Okay, Rams are number 2. Yeah, Rams are number 2. Yeah.
I was worried for a second. I was like, are we going to get the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 2?
And then Ziggy, you'll go Lions at 1?
I mean Baltimore was so close to beating Detroit. And, if you play that game this week, who knows what happens? But no, look, it's the Lions. We've been saying it for weeks. They're one of the best teams in football. people are trying to devalue this Bucs loss by saying Mike Evans got hurt in the middle of the game. Baker Mayfield mysteriously looked off as if it wasn't the Lions secondary doing that. You can go back and watch Paul and I react to this game. This, I think, was the single most impressive win from a team this season. Of all the injuries and the adversity the Lions are facing, to go out and just crush the hottest team in football, admittedly at home, I'm very, very confident this Lions team is one of the 3 or 4 best teams in football. And if they can put it together during the regular season this year and get a little healthier, this might be their year.
That Thanksgiving, well, it won't be, Ziggy. I'm sorry. Let's just get one thing clear. Like, something will happen. Like, and all the Detroit fans know that. I'm not rooting against it. I'm not wishing it on anyone. But something will happen. Yeah, it'll be hopefully non-injury.
You can't fight it.
Yeah, I really hope non-injury, but there'll be some, like, triple doink off the crossbar, like,
that's not
Hail
how things
Mary.
have rolled in Detroit for years.
No, but that's what will happen. I'm just telling you, Ziggy, they're cursed.
I'm saying this, we can clip this in a few weeks, that I think the Packers will lose by a combined 50 points in Pittsburgh and Detroit. We can clip that in a couple weeks.
I was gonna say, I can't wait. Lions and Packers on Thanksgiving is gonna be just unbelievable. And
you'd better just like swear off having a family. Like, pretend you don't have a family that day. This is the thing to do.
There's nothing better than waking up a little bit hungover, but not that bad, and going down to the couch and turning on that noon Lions game.
Catch the end of the parade, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the end of the parade. You
start smelling the food.
Like, you're starting to get hungry again. Your hangover's going away.
Family comes over in like an hour and a half or so, 2 hours.
Like, that's great. The Lions are coming on. You bet the Lions.
This is a year where we do it on and off with our family, because the cousins we do Thanksgiving with go to their other side, and this year we're by ourselves. So I'm just going to be waking up. It's just my family for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Just us.
Maybe
we'll go to the Weinberger.
Come over to my house. Yeah, come over to my house.
Weinberger.
Ziggy, you're invited also.
It's funny enough. I think I might have plans for Thanksgiving that I'm gonna have to cancel to react to this game.
Do you have plans, Ziggy? Do you want to come up?
I do have plans. I think I'm having. This won't mean anything to our fans, but I think I'm having Thanksgiving with Jarek's family in Boston.
Oh, our friend from college.
Oh, nice.
See, we got passed up for Jarek.
Jarek McKinnon.
Yeah, Jarek McKinnon.
I like him more than you guys. So what do you?
Yeah, we're not arguing that. Jarek's a great guy. Okay, so the final list here: Broncos 10, Patriots 9, Bills 8, Seahawks 7, Eagles 6, Chiefs 5, Colts 4, Packers 3, Rams 2, Lions 1.
Can you read number 4 again?
Colts
4.
Colts forged. Yeah, Colts forged.
Colts
yeah,
forged.
there you go. Maybe that was
This is
intentional.
exactly where they belong in the rankings. Colts forged, baby.
Let's quickly run through each of our own lists so people know what we're thinking.
My phone just died.
Oh, could you remember it off the top of your head?
Let me try to remember it.
All right, we'll go to Ziggy while Jack tries to remember.
I'll remember it.
So I didn't put the Ravens in because I'm assuming I didn't know about Lamar. Assuming Lamar's healthy, my list is Broncos 10, Seattle 9, Ravens 8, Eagles 7, Bills 6, Packers 5, Colts 4, Rams 3, Lions 2, Chiefs 1.
Okay. And let us know in the comment section who has the best list, and share your own list.
I got it.
If Lamar's not healthy, the Patriots are number 11s. They'd get bumped up to 10.
Okay.
I had the Steelers at 10. I had Denver at 9. 8 was Philly. Sorry, 8 was Buffalo. 7 was Philly. 6 was Green Bay. 5 was the Chiefs. I had the Rams at 4.
Then you had
Seahawks 3. Who's
the Colts,
2?
Lions, and
Colts
Chiefs?
2 and Lions 1. That's what I had.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. And my top 10 was I actually had the Ravens at 10. I had the Ravens at 10 with Lamar playing. Patriots at 9, Buffalo 8, Philly 7, Seattle 6, Green Bay 5, Colts 4, Lions 3, the Rams at 2, and the Chiefs at number 1. I love with the Rams. I think Stafford might be my MVP.
Oh, the Rams are right.
If the season ended today, I think I might give the MVP to Matthew Stafford.
I was surprised how bad they beat up on the Jags might just stink, but I was surprised how bad yeah.
All right, so there you have the joint power. I think that was a pretty good list this week, guys. I feel like we have
I think that was pretty good.
I think we've really sort of gelled together and have become one mind here.
That was a pretty good list.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive.
There will be a a mishap or two every week. That's how it works. But I think that's pretty good.
Have you guys seen that game where like people try and guess the same player all at the same time? Have you seen that before? It's like they go like 3, 2, 1, and you just say the same guy.
Oh no!
And then you do it again. You see how many times it takes you to get the same person. I think we try it right now, real quick, and I think we can all guess the same person.
With 3 people, it's impossible.
Well, I think we could do it.
Okay.
Let's do a maximum of like 4, like, and then we'll accept defeat. But I think our brains are, and this is across like the history of football.
Okay.
Okay.
No, can make it active.
Oh, let's make it active.
You want to do active? All right, active players. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Zach, could you count us down?
3, 2, 1.
Puka Nacua.
John Robinson.
Okay, so we had Puka Nacua for me,
T. Higgins,
and Ziggy. You said Bijan.
So we're on offense. We're on offense.
Yeah, we're on offense.
Well, we can't say this. We can't.
No, you can say.
No,
it.
we
No,
can
I'm
talk
just
through.
saying. I'm just describing a fact about the last.
Yeah, we all picked offense.
Yeah, you can say.
Okay. Ziggy went running back. Okay. So Ziggy went
It
running
doesn't
back.
mean we're going to stick on offense.
I said Puka. You said T. Higgins.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're
Okay.
thinking good offensive players.
You ready?
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Jamar
Kyler
Chase.
Murray.
Stafford.
Why did you guys go off? We had 2 receivers. All right. So I was Jamar. Who'd you say?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler, and you were Stafford, Ziggy.
So Zach and I went NFC Northwest quarterbacks. We're
Yeah.
on top of it.
We did.
All
I
right.
think you're the problem, Paul.
Okay. You guys ready?
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go.
Sam
Geno
Darnold.
Smith.
Oh, Jack.
I was thinking old C. Oh, wait a minute.
Who'd you say?
Wait a minute. I had a brain fart.
Who'd you say?
I had a brain fart. I said Geno Smith.
No.
I'm forgetting you. We were about to get it. I forgot Smith played for the Raiders.
Okay. All right. We have one more and then we have to move on. I don't know
Okay,
if this makes
okay.
for good
All right,
listening, but
think-
it probably makes.
There's an easy answer,
Just
guys.
think of the team that I just said.
Hold on. Well, hold on. No. I'm not.
Okay, I know, guys. We know what to do.
Yeah,
we know what to do.
yes, come on.
No coordinating, just do it.
Just
Zach,
do it.
count us
Yeah,
in.
you should know. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ashton
Jackson
Jackie.
Smith. And
Oh my God!
I did not want to go to the Raiders side. So Ziggy and I are locked in here.
Okay, yeah. So Jack's the problem.
Wait,
Well, no.
I told you
that's-
3. It's
But
impossible.
I was on the same.
No. If we do one more and then that's it, we will get it.
I was in the same headspace.
we
I
will
just
get it.
forgot that Geno was playing for the
In
Raiders. now.
Jigba, Ashton Genty, one more, we'll get it. I know it. Does anyone else?
I don't know it.
We can easily get this.
I think I know it.
Ziggy, tell me when you get there. And Smith
Wait,
and
wait,
Jigba
wait,
and
wait.
Genty.
Hold on.
We went Darnold and Geno, then we went Smith and Jigba and Genty.
Oh, I know.
Darnold, Geno,
Smith and Jigba,
Darnold,
Genty.
Geno, 2 quarterbacks.
No, it's easy. It's easy.
This is easy. You have to be able to get this.
I have no idea.
You have to be able to get this. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Ashton Genty. What? There's one person that we can come down to on this.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
You have to be able.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Brock
Dennis
Bowers.
Walker.
Kobe Myers.
Oh my! All right, we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe Myers, Kenneth
The
Walker,
wide receiver one for the Raiders.
Kenneth.
Yeah, I was thinking Brock Bowers, the number 1 target for the Raiders.
Seattle.
Oh, so it wasn't
There's
obvious.
a running back. All right. Everyone listening, I bet knew. All right, that was horrendous.
I mean, it was really rude with Sam Darnold.
no.
Sam Darnold should have had.
I was in the same headspace as you guys. I just forgot for a second that Darnold was playing quarterback for Seattle, and I
You
said,
just said Jackson Smith and Jig was the best player in the league. Why didn't you say? All right,
So
let's
I
go.
said Geno
Zigger Zag. Zigger Zag was 1 and 2 last week. Ziggy was screwed with the big. Which Bengals receiver? I cannot.
It was
pronounce
the
his
big.
name.
I think it was Yoshi. It was Andre Yoshivas.
Yeah, it was Yoshivas. And Ziggy had under 32 and a half yards, being Flacco's longest completion.
And it's like a 36-yarder.
Yeah, he won with Seattle -3. And what was your last one?
Bengals last team to score.
Or
They should have
Bucks.
scored, but
Bucks last team.
The Lions are maniacs.
Yeah, Bucks last team to score. Yes, that did not hit either. I liked all of them, Ziggy. So let's hear this week's Zigger Zag.
All right. We always like to open with Thursday night, and this was a tough one because the Vikings are going to the Chargers. And I was thinking, like, how's this game going to go? There's only one way that this game can go, and that's the Vikings are going to get cursed. We're going to lose in the worst way possible. And that means that if you're looking at Will Reichard, and you're wondering, is Will Reichard going to have over 7.5 points? He's going to miss a game-winning field goal for us. He's going to be under that 7.5. So I'm starting Will Reichard under 7.5 points.
Just because of how obscure it is, I'll zig.
Oh, come on. Well, I'm rooting for the under in that we just scored
If you
touchdowns.
score a bunch of touchdowns, it's also the under.
7.5. I think we'll have. I'm gonna go over because I think we'll have one field goal in there, and I think he'll have. Oh my gosh! Wait, that means
hold on. What's
4 touchdowns? Maybe 5 touchdowns if it's one field goal.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys score 20 points, it goes over. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, right?
Yeah, I want touchdowns. I'm thinking 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So I'm gonna go under.
Oh, so that's 7.
No, who am I kidding? I like the over. We'll be kicking field goals. We'll get stopped. Like we get to the 1 yard line, we don't score. I'm zagging on you, Ziggy. I'm zagging on that.
I'll zig it because I just think it's an obscure bet.
All right.
I like obscurity.
Last week I stayed away from Sunday. It didn't work out, so I'm going to go back to Sunday. The New England Patriots are one of the best teams in football, and importantly, they've got one of the best run defenses in football. They're playing the Cleveland Browns at home. The only thing the Cleveland Browns can do is run the ball of Quinshon Judkins. And he's a good player. He's had a great start to the year. But against the 3rd or 4th best run defense in football by yards per game, I think the Patriots are going to absolutely shut the Browns out. So I'm taking Patriots -7 here. I don't think the Browns are going to be able to do anything.
And the Browns also just won a game too. So you got to figure that.
Yeah, so you think they're going to go on the road and win another?
You got to figure they're done winning for a while. Yeah, I mean, I can't back the Browns. Like, it's probably a side that I'm going to stay off in general. But if I was going to back it, I'd take it. Yeah, I'd zig.
Yeah, the Browns.
I'm not going to bet on the Browns. So
the Browns can be. How did you guys lose by 25 to the Browns? That's horrible. Like that's just
was it
so
also
bad.
Like windy and rainy?
I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, have you ever won a Super Bowl?
Bro,
have you ever won a Super Bowl?
We're going to go back 50 years. Like we can have this talk.
I mean,
I don't want to hear this.
Have the Vikings ever lost to the Browns by 25 points?
Probably.
Hey, Zach does have a ring.
I do.
Zach does have
I have
a ring.
2 rings. Actually.
He wasn't alive for that.
I got 2
he
rings.
Doesn't have it.
Back-to-back seasons. And an undefeated season. What do you
They
have?
also beat us in the Super Bowl, too.
Ziggy,
they beat the Vikings.
How many legitimate World Series wins do you think the Yankees have?
I'm not going to answer that question.
27.
I will say the Vikings have never lost to the Browns by more than 3 points or in overtime.
Oh, the Dolphins won Super Bowls.
I'll take the Browns losses. It's not humiliating. I'm going to zig with you because the Patriots last 3 games against bad teams, and I'm counting. I think the Panthers are a bad team. I know the record. I just don't think they're that good. They won 42-13 against Carolina, 31-13 against the Titans, and 25-19 against the Saints. I'm willing to think that they can blow out Cleveland, especially at home. I'm going to go with the zig here.
I like it. I'm going to zig that.
All right, last, I'm going to the game of the week. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Steelers are hosting the Green Bay Packers.
I'm zagging whatever you're saying.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
This is Ziggy versus Jack this week.
It is.
Look, the Steelers' defense is terrible. It's awful. You guys can't get to the quarterback. You guys can't tackle. Occasionally, you get a really big play out of TJ Watt, but that's sort of it. One player who's become a huge role in this Green Bay Packers offense is Tucker Kraft. And one of the things that started changing this year, he's getting more downfield looks. It used to be basically every pass he got was at or behind the line of scrimmage. He'd pretend to block. He'd slip out a little bit. They're starting to increase the downfield targets. And you've seen Tucker Kraft can be an absolute game changer. I think as long as reception, the line's at 20.5 yards. I think he's going over. I think Tucker Kraft is going to have at least one big play this game, whether it's running after they catch and bowling over some poor Steelers cornerback or just getting open down the field against your 45-year-old linebackers. Tucker Kraft's getting a catch over 21 yards here.
That's a huge zag. Considering I don't think the Green Bay crosses midfield and loses by 30, I'm going to zag.
Does he have a catch over 20 yards this year?
Unclear.
Okay.
I can say no, he must have, because against the Bengals, he had 2 catches for 43 yards.
Tucker Kraft.
And I know he had a couple of huge plays.
Tucker Kraft each game.
He's definitely had some big plays.
Each game, his longest reception has been from week 1, 15, 57, 18, 16, 24, 22. What's the line? 22.5?
20.5.
20.5. So he's done it 3 times. He has not done it 3 times. He's been close all 6, at least all 6.
All right.
I'm gonna go with. You know what, Ziggy? I'm gonna go with the Zig. I was gonna zag it the whole time until I just saw that he's had back-to-back weeks with some.
This guy is an explosive.
He's been great. He is trending in the right direction.
He is good, and maybe when we're up 24-0, he gets some garbage time nonsense. So it's possible, but I'm gonna zag.
So all right, so that means we have Reichard 7.5 points. Ziggy goes under. Jack zigged with him. I zagged against. We have Patriots -7. We all zigged. And then we have Tucker Kraft over longest reception, 20.5 yards. Jack zagged. Paul zig. So a little bit of contention this week. Usually it feels like.
So maybe it's the first week I go 3-0. Something's different.
Maybe that's what you need.
Let's get into the game picks here, guys, if that's okay with everyone, unless anyone has something.
Could we just pick the Steelers back? These games are
I will say, before doing these game picks, this is a horrendous slate of games. Like, horrible. So, it's just a brutal slate of football games.
There's 2 good football games this week, and one of them is Vikings-Chargers.
Yes. Vikings-Chargers is probably... Vikings-Chargers is actually probably the second best game of the week. And tell us when, Jack. Tell me when the better game than Vikings-Chargers pop. No. We're 3.
No, we're not.
We're not in front of Dallas-Denver is better, I think. That's a little more entertaining.
Yeah.
But you tell us when.
The Vikings are just like so poor. It's like the Vikings.
But we always play close games.
And
unless it's the Falcons. Okay, ready? Let's do it. You tell me when, Jack. There's a game that's better. We'll start off Thursday Night Football. The Chargers are 3.5 point favorites over Minnesota.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Oh,
take the Chargers.
Bolt
take the Chargers.
Bolt up. Oh, shit.
Yeah, take the Chargers.
Zach.
Chargers.
I actually think, Skull, that we're going to win this football
Carson
game.
Wentz is going to take you to another.
We don't have a chance.
Why don't we have a chance? We should have beat Philadelphia last week.
Carson Wentz is not a good football player.
The Vikings.
Justin Herbert is.
The Vikings have. We can obviously implode. So can the Chargers. And I have a good feeling.
No, it's the implosion bowl. But I just think
It is the implosion bowl.
I just think you're worse.
I think we're gonna force a couple turnovers. There'll be turnovers galore. It won't be a pretty game by any means. But
I think the Vikings are terrible. You
beat us by 3 points.
It wasn't 3. I watched that Vikings Steelers game. I'm like, these guys are horrible.
The Bills are.
You see what the Bengals just did to us on our defense?
That's what we did in the fourth
beat
quarter.
The shit out of our defense.
Yeah, well, that's Flacco. That's Flacco versus Steelers. If we had Flacco, we would have done the same. The Bills are 7.5 point favorites at the Panthers, who have been kind of sneaky this year.
The Bills are 7.5 point favorites.
Yeah, in Carolina.
Oh, Carolina's covering that spread. The Bills aren't very good.
What?
Bryce Young's not playing, right?
What?
Is Bryce Young not playing? Or is
Andy Dalton's playing, and it didn't affect the spread at all.
Yes. I'm sorry,
Dalton's better than Bryce Young, and they're a 7-point home dog to a team I don't think is very good. I think Carolina wins the game. I'm taking Carolina.
No, I'm taking Buffalo all day.
Buffalo.
I think Buffalo wins big in this one, real big. The Jets go to Cincinnati, where the Bengals are 6.5 point favorites. Is Tyrod playing in this one?
Aaron Glenn won't say
because he's hurt too, right?
Yeah.
Tyrod's hurt. Fields is like benched. So I guess we don't know yet the starter for. Well, it doesn't matter. But
I'm taking the Jets. Yeah, because Joe Flacco went all out to beat the Steelers, and now watch. Like everybody's fooled with Joe Flacco. I've seen him kill us for 20 years.
It was a revenge game for him.
I've seen him kill us for 20 years. Like, he only cares to beat the Steelers, and he's not the same as anybody else. The Jets will beat him. So I'm taking the Jets.
I'll tell you what, I think the Bengals this week will be the 30th best team in football. The problem is they're playing one of the 2 teams below them. I'm going to take the Bengals to win, but I'm not happy about it.
Nah, the Bengals are 29. We're the 30th.
They're 32.
Tennessee's 32.
To win against the
Tennessee's the worst team in football. They're horrendous. They're really,
and we're
really
better than the Jets. We beat the Jets, so
yeah. They're really bad. I'm going Bengals as well. I'm guessing. My guess is Tyrod will play, and if he's healthy, I absolutely think that they're going to play Tyrod. But what did Woody Johnson say again? He's like, our quarterback. It would be nice if our quarterback can complete a pass.
Yes. I mean, you can't pick a team with their owners. I'm taking them, though.
Yeah. You just cannot take a team that's
You said we could win a game if our quarterback could complete a pass.
I guess this is going to be the theme of Week 8 here. Quarterback uncertainty. The Bears are at Baltimore. Baltimore's a 6.5-point favorite. It's trending seemingly towards Lamar Jackson playing.
Well, being an anti-Bears guy, it's hard for me to pick the Bears. But I just texted in our chat a couple days ago. I said I believe there's 5 teams that could win the Super Bowl. It was Steelers, Colts, Seahawks, Lions, and Bears.
You said that?
Who knows why
Yes.
you said that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what you're talking about. You hate Caleb. I'm sorry, you don't hate Caleb, but you are
I don't hate Caleb.
a non-believer in Caleb and Bryce Young.
Well,
and here you are picking them.
I picked Andy Dalton. Bryce Young's not playing.
But you're still,
And what was I going to say? I just believe the
the
league.
Panthers at like number 5 in the power. You're debating them for number. Go ahead.
The league is just so bad as a whole this year, where the Bears, I think, are up
Something
there.
about them.
Yeah, so those 5 teams have a chance. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
I'll tell you who's back to practicing for the Ravens this week. Awuzie's back.
Means
Roquan
nothing.
Smith is back. Kyle Hamilton is back. Lamar Jackson is back. I know they've lost a bunch of games, but I think we forgot when this Ravens team is healthy, they're actually good at football, which is probably more than I can say about Chicago. Chicago's mediocre at best. The Ravens are actually good. I'm taking the Ravens to cover.
The Ravens are okay.
You know, I actually picked the Bears on the show with Andy yesterday, but Ziggy, you mentioning all those guys coming back, I've sobered up. I'm going
The
Baltimore.
Ravens aren't that good.
I'm switching back to Baltimore.
Thank
you for that.
Weren't they fully healthy when they lost to Buffalo and got killed by Kansas City?
Well, I mean, they were
Yeah, so if you
destroying the
think
Bills.
Buffalo's a bad football team, that will affect how you judge things.
There's like the Ravens.
yeah, like that's the same team who got blown out by Atlanta.
Well, yeah, I mean that was
like,
that
I
was
mean-
bad. Look, it's a weird year. But I think the Bills are good. I think Josh Allen, at least in Buffalo, is a good player.
I think Baltimore.
Zach, who do you have?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, what'd you say, Ziggy? They took out the foosball machine.
They took out the foosball machine. They took out the pinball machine. They took out the ping pong. They're locked in.
That might actually change my
Kind of
pick.
mad. He bought that pinball machine, and the veterans just took it out without asking him.
Who bought the machine?
Harbaugh.
Oh,
He's like,
they're
I gave them
serious
this pinball
now.
machine. I don't know where it is.
That might actually change my pick.
The Browns are going to New England, where the Patriots are 7-point favorites. We all agreed on that. The Patriots and Zig or Zag. The 49ers go to Houston, where the Texans are 1.5-point favorites. It looks like
Favorites?
yes. It looks like Mac Jones is probably going to play again. I'm looking at an article that says the Brock Purdy problem sounds like it's getting worse.
Wait, Houston's favorite?
That was 2 days ago. So I guess did he practice today? It looks like Purdy
he was
practiced.
limited in practice.
Limited today. I'm still
They keep
leaning
saying
towards
his
Mac.
status is up in the air.
Yeah, really up in the air is what you're seeing with Brock. I'm assuming Mac plays, and I'll just say this right now. After watching the Texans on Monday Night Football, I'm not sure I can pick them again the rest of the year.
I think the Texans are awful.
Yeah, they're really bad.
And like, it's not like they have a home field advantage. You can hear crickets in there. So I'm taking San Francisco.
They're favored?
Yeah, by 1.5. I mean, look, they have a great defense. They do. But
That's insane.
Shanahan, I'm betting on Shanahan and McCaffrey.
Me too. I'm taking the 49ers.
Unless, Zach, you want
The
to...
Texans are bad. Like they're horrible. The Texans.
The defense is good. The offense has just been, I don't know. I think they're one of the more perplexing teams of the past couple years.
This is one where like FanDuel knows something that we have
Yeah,
no
you're
idea.
right.
Oh, the Texans will win. Yeah.
Like,
But they were like 2 years ago, we were talking about Stroud being a top 5 quarterback. Remember we were doing our top 5 and we're like, it's Stroud or Love at 5. And now
Even
you're
back
watching.
6 months ago, Texans fans were saying CJ Stroud's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL without question.
It's so weird. Like, I feel so bad for. I know we have actually some degree of Texans listeners, and I feel horrible for them because you thought you were about to have, one of the next guys and one of the next teams that was consistently competing, and they've
With an
been
elite defense.
They've been to the divisional round 2 years in a row too. Like they've. That's kind of nuts that we're talking about them not picking them the rest of the year. It's weird. It's really weird. The Dolphins, speaking of unpickable, the Dolphins are 7.5-point underdogs in Atlanta.
The Falcons.
Another weird team in Atlanta.
The Falcons will beat the crap out of them.
Have you heard a better game yet than Vikings-Chargers?
No.
Okay, Dolphins, Falcons. Who did you say? Falcons?
Falcons.
Ziggy?
Could be no Penix this game.
I've got a strange feeling about the Dolphins going into this game. But then I saw Darren Waller's missing the game. And if you told me like 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, that Darren Waller missing the Dolphins-Falcons game would change my pick, I would have called you crazy. But here we are. I'm taking the Falcons because Darren Waller's not there.
Does Penix, yes, that's a great shout out, Zach. Does Penix being limited in practice today alter your opinion at all?
No, Michael Penix is going to play this game.
Make your Falcon sound, Ziggy.
Man, Zach, I do think the Dolphins would be my second favorite team if I had to have one, because I genuinely don't care about any other team. But when the Dolphins are on, I would say I root for them. I can't pick them anymore. I really want to. And I don't think Atlanta's even that good, but I'm going to go Falcons. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'll take the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. All right. So we got one fin up. Yeah.
How can you not? How can you not?
Down.
You got one fin like limping. The Giants.
I also have to say about this Dolphins team, if you watch the interviews, I have never seen a coach more excited to be, or like more ready to be done with his job than Mike McDaniel.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait.
In these press conferences, the way he's talking, he very clearly is like ready to get fired, and he would quit if it wasn't going to cost him millions of dollars. Like, you heard what he said about Tua, right?
He doesn't believe in him anymore.
That we're going to stick with Tua, and hopefully, I don't think next week he's going to throw 10 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just in the gut.
He says just the most ridiculous. I'm waiting for him to go up and like when they lose by 30, he's gonna be like, I honestly can't believe I'm even doing this interview right now.
Does the NFL, is it the same as college where like you still owe coaches after you fire them?
Yeah.
There's certainly some amount of money they get paid when they get fired before the contract.
Because I was going to say, like, being a fired college football coach is the best gig in the world.
Who's
someone in my grad program? His dad was a fired coach from Arizona State.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
$15 million just straight to your bank account.
Yeah. I mean, James Franklin's on what, $45 million by Penn State?
Yeah, I don't think you get that kind of money in the NFL, but I guarantee you Mike McDaniel will get paid some amount of money if he gets fired.
The Giants,
so bad.
The Giants go to Philadelphia after blowing the game against Denver.
This might be a good game.
This could be a fun one. The Giants go to
I was thinking, could you imagine me getting fired as a teacher and being handed $10 million
for this game?
The Eagles are favored by 7.5 points. Remember, the Giants just kicked their ass on Thursday Night Football.
And the line opened at 10.5. By the way, it's been shrinking fast.
Give me Dart season.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for me to pick against Dart. I like him.
The Giants have been playing really well.
You know who you'd be picking against? Their kicker.
Well,
I keep forgetting that they missed that extra point.
I'm picking against.
He missed 2. That's why they lost.
I think Jackson Dart plays well, but I'm picking against the Giants. They'll let him down once again, so I'm taking the Eagles.
Do you think they cover 7.5
in a revenge spot? I'd actually lean the Eagles to cover too.
The Eagles figured out their passing game last week. They're ready to play football. This is their get-right game before they head to Green Bay the week after. Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles all day. Just cover easily.
I think it's Dart season for me still.
Well, I mean, yeah, he played really well. The 4th and 19 was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Cam Ward season, but...
Yeah, I know.
That ain't happening.
I know. Well, you still have a chance to pick it in a couple games here. I'm going to go with the Eagles, too. I'd love the Giants to win. I'd be thrilled to see the Giants win again. They would just be hysterical. But I think getting Philly this quickly after beating them, I feel like they're going to come out and want to kick some ass. I think Philly will win in cover. The Buccaneers, 4.5 point favorites at New Orleans. These are always kind of...
That is a weird game.
It doesn't have to be, though.
Come on. If the Bucks are off a beating.
Yeah, let's move this along.
Yeah, the Bucks are off a beating. So I can't pick the Saints, so I got Tampa.
Saints win the game.
Okay. That's why.
The Bucks have so many injuries. They won't have Bucky Irving. They won't have Chris Godwin. They won't have Mike Evans. They won't have Jake McMillan. Their offensive line is starting to get hurt. Baker Mayfield is bruised up. Hassan Reddick is going to miss the game. Too many injuries. The Saints team is not horrible. They're starting to learn how to play football. I'll take the Saints here.
Ziggy's convinced me. I'll take the Saints.
I'll take the Bucks. Emeka Ibuka will be playing, and I believe in this Bucks team enough to they need to beat the Saints.
I believe in Alvin.
It's a big bounce back spot. If they lose to the Saints, keep your eye on it. If they lose to the Saints,
New Orleans is always tough.
No, in this division rival, yeah. But if the Bucks lose, let me just for 1 second here. If they lose at New Orleans, keep your eye on Tampa Bay. Yes. The Patriots, the Bills, the Rams, the next 3 games.
Well, the Bills stink.
I will
At
say
Buffalo.
there's someone on this injury. Teddy Bridgewater was on this injury report for this game for something I've never seen before.
What?
You know what injury Teddy Bridgewater had that kept him out of practice?
What?
Teeth.
Oh, jeez.
What, toothache?
It just says did not practice teeth.
I mean,
like Chris Godwin, fibula, Igbuka didn't practice, hamstring, Levante, David, knee, Antoine Winfield, toe. You hear all these before? Teeth. Like, I want to know what is going on.
You guys, teeth whitened. Do you maybe?
I'm trying to think. Is it like a chipped tooth? Those hurt.
That could be a chipped tooth. It could be a toothache, like you said.
Like toothaches.
You know,
are
the
painful.
last time the Broncos beat the Cowboys, Teddy Bridgewater was the starting quarterback in that game. I'm just saying.
That is a fun fact.
And now he's got a toothache.
Just keep your eye. Tampa Bay could be 5-6 if they lose this game, which would be stunning. The Titans go to the Colts. Colts are 14.5-point favorites. Just tell me, do you have them on the spread or not?
Yeah.
Yep, Colts. All right, Ziggy's 14.5.
Titans cover.
Okay, Titans cover. Colts win. Zach?
Colts win.
Titans.
Don't cover.
Okay. I'm going to go Colts win, and I think they cover. The Titans are just so bad. The Cowboys at the Broncos. Broncos 3.5-point favorites. Fun fact, guys. The last time the Broncos beat the Cowboys, Teddy Bridgewater was their quarterback.
Oh, where'd you hear that? That's pretty cool.
I just
That's a
saw
good
it.
fact.
You saw it. I'm picking Denver because they're at home.
This game is better than Vikings-Chargers.
Yeah, this
You
is.
think?
This is. Whoever was at home I'd pick, so I'll take Denver.
Denver?
I'm taking the best offense in football. Give me the Cowboys to go in and stun the Broncos.
I think I'll go Denver.
And I'll tell you what, if the Cowboys win this game, they might be making our way into the Paul Farrington Show power rankings.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dallas, too. I'm with you, Ziggy. That offense has been unbelievable. George Pickens has been great, as you said he would be, Jack. And, the Broncos were getting their asses kicked by the Giants last week and got very... I think there was actually some, like, Demaryius Thomas thing going on. Like, I think there was some otherworldly powers in that game.
But
When
I think
Dallas coming out this week, they made the Commanders, led by Jaden Daniels, look like a JV team.
Well, Jane Daniels for a half, but...
I mean, they didn't look better. They got blown out in the Jaden Daniels half.
Yeah, well, yeah. Zach, were you saying something?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like the Denver's line could really make it defensive line can make it a little
Do you like
harder for
lines?
Dak.
No, they got great defense. They do.
This is strength on strength.
Packers. So game of the week. Packers, oh wow. 3-point favorites in Pittsburgh. A place where I don't like. Why is Ziggy's computer?
He sneezed.
Sorry, I knocked off my camera for a second with that sneeze. Give me a second.
I saw you in the motion of sneezing.
Ziggy sneezed and knocked off a camera.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
The Packers haven't won in Pittsburgh since 1970.
Nothing's changing.
Nothing's changing for you? I don't like that Ziggy's camera's on. I feel like he's putting on a poncho, the poncho.
Look, I thought
my God.
that's winning the game. I thought that's what was going on here. My apologies.
Listen, I threw out all my cheese in my fridge this week. Screw that stinky cheese.
What is this?
We're drinking IC Light, we're eating pierogies, and we're waving towels in a blowout of the overrated Green Bay Packers. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Well,
I love
Jack, you're much more excited about
These Packers fans don't know what a real football
Ziggy,
atmosphere is like.
Ziggy, is that the Ziggy jersey?
It's a Matthew Golden jersey.
I don't have another Packers.
Wait.
jersey.
I don't know. I don't know who you are anymore.
It's a Ziggy.
Look, I'm not happy about the way this game's gonna go. I want Pittsburgh to win this
Why are you
game
wearing
by a
it?
mile. Because they're not. I thought. See, Jack's wearing the team he thinks is going to win. I'm wearing the team that I know is going to win.
Oh,
The Green Bay Packers are.
Want to make a bet?
Aaron Rodgers is going to get exposed. The Steelers defense, people think it's good. It's not.
Do you want to make a bet?
Parsons is going to come up with big plays. Jordan Love is going to come up.
Could there be a
plays.
Ziggy Jack?
Do you want to make a bet?
I'll make a bet right now.
Green Bay doesn't know what a real football atmosphere is like.
What could a bet be between you guys? What's a reasonable thing?
I'll bet you $1,000 to win the game.
I cannot afford that.
You
I'm
wouldn't
on
do it.
Student Hour.
I know for a fact who's winning the game. You wouldn't do it.
What if
Oh, he just said he wouldn't.
Well,
do
no,
it.
he said he won't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
got me.
if Ziggy betting. if the Steelers
Those
win.
towels flying around in Acrisure Stadium, Ziggy. Come on.
Well, then we'll just send Jack's jersey over.
Yeah,
to
maybe,
Ziggy.
maybe we just have people throw on maybe a written letter from Ziggy, and Jack throws on like the Packers jersey.
I'll tell you what, I'll write a letter to Aaron Rodgers apologizing to him. If the
and you
Steelers
write a
win
letter to
this game.
Jordan Love apologizing.
I think Love stinks.
Well, yeah, write a letter to him apologizing
Even
if he wins.
that won't change my mind if he wins.
Well, your mind
the
is
bet.
prone to change.
Jack, I don't want to hear you
Love-
say you're not willing to make apologies for players who suck on the show.
Love
after
will
the Zach Wilson incident.
You
Love will
literally
be-
did do that.
Love will be on his back the entire game.
Oh, okay.
Love will be on his back the entire game.
So apology letter to the
Is
quarterback.
that a new kind of like celebration that he's going to be doing from all the touchdowns? He's going to be doing like,
Making snow angels.
Are you guys down for the letter?
yeah,
Is that
DK.
all?
write a letter to Aaron
Jalen
Rodgers
Warren.
saying,
You're right.
I'm sorry for
Darnell
doubting.
Washington. Everybody.
You
boom,
write the
boom,
letter
boom,
and
boom, boom,
read
boom,
it on the
boom,
show?
Boom, boom, boom.
You good for that? Write a letter, read it on the show.
I'll go on the next show naked. I'm that confident. I'll do whatever you want.
Nakedly read a letter to Jordan.
Sure.
Love. Okay, done.
That's
Ziggy,
how
you don't have to be naked.
I've actually remember how I swore to you that the Eagles are beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I'm actually the most confident I've ever been in my entire life for beating the Packers.
I can only see this ending in a very entertaining
and
way.
The thing is too. The thing is too. I think we just don't beat them.
Ziggy, whoa! I thought for a second there.
We don't just beat them. I think we maul them. Everybody gets involved. Rodgers goes nuts. The defense steps up after a long 10 days rest, and we beat the crap out of this overrated team.
Man, this is gonna be good theater here.
31-7 Pittsburgh.
How do they score? How do the Packers score?
Kraft gets some dumb nonsense touchdown at the end of the game.
Kraft has a 30-yard touchdown at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, and Zach, who do you have?
Steelers.
Steelers.
Hell
Okay.
yes. We're a home dog at night. Come on.
Yeah, I think the Packers are better, and I picked them
They
again with
stink.
Herman.
They barely beat them. Come on.
Oh,
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm not a Packer fan. Like, I have to hop on board with Jack.
It's prime time in Pittsburgh, baby. I'll be there. Come on, I'm going to be there, Ziggy.
Jack's
I
singing
feel
the
bad for
anthem.
you, Jack. You're traveling to Pittsburgh to watch what's going to happen.
I can't wait for the
We'll
game,
see.
though. It's going to be I think it'll be a really fun game.
The atmosphere's going to
Yeah,
be
it's
electric.
going to be great. Last game.
You wanna go?
Commanders
We're gonna have to
at-
take it.
No, I want to do the reaction with Ziggy. I want to see what happens after this. I want to be FaceTiming you in and just see what's going on. The Commanders at the Chiefs. Chiefs 11.5-point favorites.
That's
Marcus
Is that
Mariota.
the Monday night game?
Yeah. It would have been good if Jaden was playing, but Mariota's in.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
Chiefs will cover too.
Yeah, I'm Chiefs and they cover. Ziggy?
Jaden Daniels has avoided having a sophomore slump by just not playing football for much of the year. Marcus Mariota is not good. Patrick Mahomes is. Commanders don't even get close to covering.
And that leads us to the Jack Cap of the week, which is rebounded. And
Yes.
I actually didn't realize. So, truth be told, look, you see our true colors on this show. I don't drink a ton of alcohol. I was gone on Saturday night. Gone. Just gone. I'm not proud of it. I didn't realize.
You can compare that to me. I was at a conference in North Carolina. I watched every second of that Lafayette Oregon State game.
I had no idea until yesterday.
We were losing at the
I
half.
had no idea till yesterday that it was 13-10
Yeah,
Lafayette.
they were down at the half.
I thought Lafayette was going to win outright.
I
thought
thought-
Dean Noble was going to light them up.
I mean, for a half, you were.
Were you aware
Yeah,
it was 13-10 on Saturday
yeah.
night?
No, I was.
had no clue. I thought Oregon State won, like running away with it. And the other day, I just looked at our phone. Someone sent a text and said, Jack must be sweating. It was from Saturday night with the picture of the score. I was like, what?
I had the game on at the bar, and I watched the first half.
It was on the corner, right corner.
Yeah, the corner
okay,
TV.
Okay. Thank
And
God I remember.
It was 13-10 at the half, and I'm like, that's it. We're done. So I didn't watch the remainder of the game. Then I went to bed, woke up at like 9 or 10 a.m. feeling horrible, like sick and hungover.
I woke up at 1 o'clock.
Then I checked the score, and I saw Oregon State won by 30. I'm like, oh, sweet. Wait, let's go. We came back.
A birthday miracle.
Yeah, birthday miracle.
All right, so what's this week? If we're gonna ride the hot streak.
Now I'm hot.
Yeah.
I was also 4-0 last week.
Yeah, you're on fire. You're like 7-1 in your last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I'm not going to lose.
One of them was the cap, but yeah.
The Steelers will win. That should be my cap of the week because that's automatic. This is real quick. It's short and sweet. So I had a dream the other night. It's very funny that I always
find that it's always funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's always funny.
I just don't understand why I have it. But so anyway, Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn
Okay.
were both at this bar in New York City, which I go to a lot. They were there last week, and I was there the next day. So I was upset I missed out on them.
You missed out on Paul.
I missed out on Paul.
Yeah.
And
Which actually that's probably what you were upset about.
so then I had a dream that I was third wheeling Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn on a bowling date. Like, how absurd does that sound?
That's borderline creepy.
Like, I was bowling with Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn. And
Was it a double date or were you clearly
I was just third wheel.
You were really not even a shot that there was
but
some
I was
other
talking,
gymnast?
I was talking to Paul about baseball. Like, it was a great time. I was talking to Livy about her gym and stuff like that. So I woke up, and then I'm like, you know what? Like, there's the signs. There we go. 2 LSU grads, 2 LSU athletes. I got LSU this weekend, plus 2.5 at home at night in Death Valley against Texas A&M. Go Tigers, baby! In Baton Rouge.
I
LSU.
acknowledge and I respect the dream. Like I'm totally aware of what's going on here with you as a supernatural like sign.
A prophet.
Yeah, profit might be a little extreme, but I can't root for it.
Well, you don't like Brian Kelly.
I can't root
That's
for Kelly and LSU, and it helps ND for A&M to win that game.
I've got 3 words that tell you how it's going to go, this game. I can describe this game to you in 3 words. You know what they are?
You're nuts.
A&M gets killed.
Something Aggies.
At least Paul gave me 3 words.
Oh,
Neither
Giga.
Jack nor Zach gave me 3 words.
Well, Giga Maggie.
3 words are big game Brian.
What did I say? Something Aggies?
Yeah, you know what? Big game Brian's due for a big game. And he's going to have his big game.
Oh, he is. He is due for the Brian Kelly big game meltdown. You know, he talked a couple days ago about how people feel like he's not doing his job, but he's working hard every single day to get the team better. Brian Kelly, he's done. Big game Brian is going to be on the hot seat after this. They just lost to Vanderbilt. This is going to be like a James Franklin-esque spiraling, except at least he'll be losing to good teams rather than bad teams.
So
LSU is not getting close to sniffing this game.
So you don't like it. Paul's not rooting for it.
I'm rooting against.
That is exactly how I like my Caps.
Yeah, that's good for you. Oh, I can't believe there's only 5 games left in the college season.
I know.
That's horrible. I didn't even realize it till now. Damn. Well, then hopefully the playoff. Man, need the playoff. All right.
Vandy and IU were both number top 10 teams for the first time ever.
I believe it. Yeah.
Vandy's number 10 in the country.
I think they'll fall out.
LSU just played them close.
Vanderbilt, don't they have a really tough schedule? I mean, the whole. I don't know if we can actually say tough because I don't think the SEC is that good this year. But they have a lot of ranked teams.
Don't they have like 6 top 10 teams?
No, but what I'm saying is like there's a difference in if a couple of years ago if you said like, oh, we're going to LSU, we're going to Georgia, going to Bama, you're like, there's no shot. Like I think teams can beat. I think Georgia's very beatable. I think LSU is very beatable. I think even though they're ranked, I think Tennessee is very beatable.
There's not one team who can go to Alabama and win.
No, but I think Alabama's the best team in the SEC. And after that, I think there's a bunch of good teams.
You don't go to Georgia and win either.
I think we could.
Or Ole Miss.
I think no. Yeah, but they're good. But they're good teams, and it's hard to win on the road. But years ago, it's like if we're going there, there's no chance. I think there's a chance we could win this year.
Agreed.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But Vanderbilt has what? They have Missouri this week, Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. Like, it's possible, but
I mean, yeah,
it's a tough schedule. That is possible. But that's
possible.
exactly what I mean. Like, you could beat Tennessee, you could beat Texas. That'd be nuts if Vandy made it. That'd be crazy. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Pavia, right? Pavia?
Yes,
that's the quarterback? Yeah, for Weston Dell, also Bears fan, but he goes to Vanderbilt too. I mean, the guy's winning right now.
The Pavia experience.
You just want to be on the Weston board, the Weston Dell train.
He's going to be our quarterback next year.
Pavia?
Yeah.
Is he even?
That would just be a nightmare.
I mean, he's a good college quarterback,
he's a fun college QB. But I mean, that would just be horrible.
He might be better than Tua.
No, no. All right, we'll wrap it up there. We'll see you guys for the Steeler Packer reaction on Sunday Night Football.